How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Is It a Buy, where we talk about stocks and try to determine if they are worth the buy or maybe a pass. My name is Corey. I'd just like to preface the video by saying I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy who likes to talk about stocks, so please take what I say with a grain of salt, all right? What a day. So many weird things going on, specifically with the support stock. We're going to probably make that the primary talk of the entire stream today. Might be a little bit short because I don't want to drag it on too long, but I think it's important to talk about, see what the heck is going on, what might be happening, what's to come of it, and anything else that we can fit in there. All right. So let me say hi to the chat. We'll go over our favorite stocks and then we'll end on whatever the heck is going on. All right. So let me say hi. Dog, welcome back. Corey, hello, welcome. Diane, hello, welcome. Diane being my rock today. Thank you, Diane, for helping me out. Dog says glad Terrible Tuesday is over. Yeah. Yesterday was rough too. Maybe we'll touch on that a little bit as well. Not my 401k today. Yep. Bambino, hey, what up, everyone? Mo, hey, what's up? What's up? Support is now GREE. Yes, exactly. Looks like it was a merger. We're going to talk all about it and cry a little bit probably. Bambino says, Corey, what's up? Broadman Sachs. Hey. Raphael says, show me the money, show me the money. Luke, buying puts on IRNT tomorrow because why not? Happened to all the others that move like that. IRNT. We're going to have to take a look at that. Mo says big corps pay hardly any taxes. Now you try avoiding your taxes. I know. Trust me, we've been talking about that for literally months. It's just unreal the way these things go. We are red because of call options in the money. Matthew, hey, hello, bro. What's your thoughts on APRN? Remind me about that, Matthew. Hello, Mr. Abe. What's up, band? Peter, hello. Happy Wednesday. When will give me my GREE shares? I have no idea. I'm in, what am I in? Fidelity. I didn't get my GREE shares until it was the very bottom. Like, I don't know. It was just wild. Anyways. Let's go into AMC and then we'll continue on to our other stocks and then we will talk about what the heck is going on. So we can see it's been a couple red days, right? I think yesterday was down 8% for AMC. Today, a little more flat. You know, I know it was a little wild, a little more volatile toward the middle or beginning of the day, I should say. But at the end, it ended the day down 0.97%. Currently in the after hours down an additional 0.23%. Currently at $46.73, okay, in these after hours. So that's what's going on there. Looks like we did break our level of support that we had here, our ascending level of support, which is unfortunate, but I'm going to leave that there just because it's TA. It is what it is. Peter, no, I don't personally. Let's talk about GameStop. GameStop was up 2.65% on the day. Ended the day at $204.52. Currently down 0.61%. Dogecoin. Oh, it looks like it's about to rally, right? If it breaks through, actually, it's very close to this breakthrough right here. I'm gonna put this here. Right there. That's a solid level of resistance that if it breaks through, I think you're going to be back at the 25-cent mark. Big whoop. Okay, Bitcoin is also rallying. Looks like it's on its way up. We got a little cup going on here, a mini cup. Wonder if we'll get a handle and then a bullish run. Looks like it also has around $48,466 before it breaks out of where it is currently. Carnival, just watching it. Support. So I was so confused. I'm sure a lot of people were confused if you did not know about what was going on with the stock with support. I had no clue that there was a merger coming up today or what was going on. And this is my own fault, right? This is what I get for not knowing what is going on. I didn't know there was a merger. I just kind of bought into the stock because I looked at the short interest and I was like, oh, this looks great, right? This looks fantastic. I bought in yesterday and today it looks like I'm probably out all my money since I bought an option, and the option should theoretically, I think, transfer. I should get a payout or something, or it, I don't know what's going to happen with my share. But for now, I'm just chalking it up to a loss. I bought it yesterday, and it's a huge loss to have today for no freaking reason, in my opinion. Or maybe it just doesn't make sense to me, but we're going to get into this big time. We're going to get it to a big time. I'm hoping BBIG, ATR, these other plays that I have going are going to make up for it. I also did take a very small position in another play that I'm going to share with you guys in just a second. Oh, the merger wasn't supposed to be in play until Friday. They jumped the gun. They didn't do it right. I guess not everybody was allowed to trade. I have a bunch of articles pulled up. They're Reddit articles, but nonetheless, apes do their DD, and we'll pull it up and I'll show you guys like what is happening. So that's what's going on there. BBIG bouncing off this level of resistance. I suppose the level of resistance is going to be up here a little bit more. I can move it for a little more microscopic. I might leave it where it was actually. Where was I? Around here? Yeah, I might leave it around here. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. So, that's what's going on with BBIG. We will continue to take a look at the short. Oh, there's my fan. And we're going to continue to watch this one. As you know, I do have a position in here, and I think I'm happy with my position. I don't know if I'm going to have another support situation, but yeah. ATER up 2.65% as well. I don't have a level of resistance here. Actually, I like it where it currently is. I mean, we can see right here, there's a bunch of candles that it's touching. Scorpion says your AMC $28 call is ending this Friday. Scorpion, thank you so much. Yes, that is going to be ending, obviously, well, hopefully in the money. I'll probably exercise it or sell it depending if I have the funds, which I don't think I'll have the funds, so I'll probably have to sell it and then buy the shares. Either way, gonna keep it going. I'm gonna really keep it going. And that play made me some serious money, and I'm very happy for it. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. But I think ATER is going to break through. Once again, you know, it's not really about technical analysis, but you can do a little bit of technical analysis with this, and we'll look at the Ortex numbers in just a second. Or of course, this is one of those gambles that I do have a position in, even though it looks like a falling knife right now because of the short interest. What is going on? Yeah, just with exactly what is going on. Bambino, actually, yes, I do have that $28 AMC call. But what's funny is I got it back in whenever we had our first run up, I believe it was. Whenever it first ran up, it was at $28. It was at $30 or something. And I was like, you know what? I believe in this stock so much. I bought it, and then it continued to run. I was like, wow, like fantastic. And it just continued to go. And I was so happy with that position. And I've held it. I got scared because we went down to like $30, and I was like, oh my gosh, what have I done? And then we bounced back. So feeling good about it. So, or of course, I do have a position, and we'll go over the short interest data in just a second. ILUS, I don't have a position, but someone else had that pulled up. How did they do today? They were down a little bit in the after hours. Corsair, I don't have a position, but I do want to watch this one as this continues to happen, right? I want to continue to watch this because my theory of they're heavily shorted, and I feel like they have a position. They have a potential to move. GREE, which is looking like this. So support turned into GREE, and this is how it's looking. Like, this is how it's looking. I don't know what to say. I don't know what the conversion was. I think someone explained it, but I really didn't get it right. And then Nikola. So Nikola is actually the play that I did take a position in, and I'm going to show you the short interest information and as to why I did take that position. And if anyone has anything they'd like to share, let me know. But oh my gosh, bro, I'm making some bad plays. Workhorse backed out of the USPS lawsuit today. For them backing out of that lawsuit, I'm very pleased to see that they did not totally plummet into the ground. But okay. Man. All right. That's all right. That's all right. Diane, I'm starting to think I am crazy. I get crazy with these plays, and I just hop into things, and I'm losing my mind. So let's go over to Ortex. Let's look at the Ortex data, and then we'll see how crazy I actually am. And then we'll talk about everything going on with support / GREE, because that is obviously, you know, a pretty big part of what's going on. So let's go to AMC. We all know the spiel, but let's just take a look at where we are. Utilization is at 88%, kind of came down a little bit. We were at 90, what was this at? 90.87%. But, you know, I know it's the lighting. I pressed the wrong button on my lighting. There we go. See, now I look better. Now I look better. There we go. Yeah. Isn't it Nikola owner in jail? Oh my gosh. All right, we're going to continue because I don't have good answers for you. So utilization is actually going down just a tad for AMC. I mean, currently at 88%, which to me is kind of a randomly steep fall, considering we haven't seen any kind of crazy price action, any kind of price movement or anything like that. But, you know, it's kind of a strange fall. I guess it's only down 2%, no big deal, but I think it's going to bounce back if I were to guess. But no one actually knows. The shares on loan, it looks like it went down as well. Again, just kind of randomly, considering nothing really covered, as well as the short interest is actually not quite the all-time high, or actually, it's not the all-time high, but the previous all-time high was 19.64, currently at 18.81, trending upward, which I love to see. All right, so that's what's going on with AMC. We'll go ahead and progress for the sake of progression, so we can get over to the support stuff, and I can show you guys. I can try to justify my Nikola position as best as I can. So we're on ATER now, and let's take a look as to what is going on here. We can see that let's go ahead and clear these out, and we will start from top to bottom with the utilization back over here at 97.12%. It is down from the 99% that it was, so it might have to pick up just a little bit before it moves, but we've seen stocks move with less, with under 96% utilization. So still feeling really good about this position. I think it could move at any moment. The shares on loan is at an all-time high. Continues every single day to be an all-time high, which you love to see. If you're in the stock, I guess, if you're hoping for a play. The short interest kind of a little more volatile. You know, it was all the way up here at 66% whenever it was, you know, kind of moving, you know, whenever it was running, had its recent run. And at the lowest, it was 51.05%, currently at 55.97%. All right, so that's what's going on with this one. Still holding it. Still, I feel very confident with this position. I was confident with support, but we'll talk about that in a second. BBIG, another position that I do have and am very confident in. Personally, of course, please make your own financial decisions. Don't let anyone sway you about what's going on, about what play to make or anything like that. Utilization is down just a little bit. It's down to 94.17%. I do like that to be closer to 100%. As you can see, whenever it's at 100%, it's typically whenever we start to get some kind of movement. This one being at 100% for a while is whenever it had its first move, dipped a little bit, had its second move, and then dipped a lot up at that time. So as long as it stays relatively high as it is, I'm perfectly fine. Shares on loan, not quite the all-time high, but it's like 1 million less than the all-time high right now. The all-time high being 27.79 million and currently at 27.09 million. So not even a whole million. Scorpion says, after you sell your AMC call, are you going to buy AMC shares? Yeah. So typically what I'll do is I'll spend like all of the money and just buy as many shares as I possibly can. I don't buy fractional shares, but I'll just buy as many as I can. I'm averaging up, but you know what? I don't freaking care. I think it's worth it in the end, personally, and that for my personal financial decisions, financial goals. And then ATER, of course, as we all know, the short interest is freaking very high, and it is what it is. It's near the all-time high of 27.33, currently at 26.81. So it's just looking solid. Let me take a sip of water, and then I'll go into Nikola and why I took my position. All right, so let's take a look. So we look at Nikola, we can see Nikola has 99.73 utilization, right? It's been close, and as we, this is kind of my current strategy, my current trend. It seems to be playing out, but these more riskier ones that I took a position in, like Nikola as well as Workhorse, which I don't have pulled up, which I will pull up. So my riskier ones that I've taken, like Nikola and Workhorse, this is kind of on I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I think this is a thing. I don't know if it actually is, but you know what? I'll test the waters, and if it works, freaking fantastic. It's going to pay out huge. If it doesn't work, then that's all right. That's the risk I took. But based on what we've been seeing, the trends of this and that, I feel pretty good about it. So utilization is near 100%. It's been near 100% for a little while, right? It's been climbing up. It's been, the lowest being 94%. That was August 13th. So it's been above 98% since August 16th, almost a full month. Excuse me, tomorrow will be a full month that it's been over 98%. Which I like a lot. The shares on loan are at an all-time high. It's obviously down just a tad from the peak, but big whoop, no big deal. It is extremely heavily shorted. A lot of shares on loan. And the estimated short interest isn't at quite a peak, but as we know, anything above freaking 10 is actually pretty dang high for the short interest of the free float. And for those reasons, I decided I was going to take a position. With what's going on with support, I am a little nervous that I'm going to miss something, or like I didn't even know that apparently the person is in jail or whatever. But, if for any reason this gets any kind of traction, then I think it'll kind of run. But yeah, see, William, they're heavily shorted. And similar things with Workhorse. I'll just go ahead and pull this up and run through it super quickly. But we can see here that the utilization, again, at 100%, at a solid 100% since August 3rd, has not dipped under 100% at all since August 3rd. The shares on loan is at is basically the all-time high, especially since it hasn't had any kind of move. It's the all-time high, 78. Yeah, like solid. And then the short interest of the free float, it's not an all-time high, but again, 36% is extremely high, which is why I feel just very confident in it. Now, again, there's things going on with these stocks, right? And that's what I want to be crystal clear about. While there are things happening with these stocks, for example, Workhorse, I guess they canceled their USPS contract or whatever. No. They lost the contract, and they were disputing why they lost the contract, how they lost the contract, because they originally stated that USPS did not follow their own rules for the contest or something weird like that, and they wanted to challenge it. Apparently, they've since dropped it. Not sure if there's something going on behind the scenes as to why they dropped it, or if they felt like it wasn't going to stick or wasn't worth their time, effort, money, whatever it may be. And there's things going on, Support had a merger. That was a critical error on my end that I will take responsibility for. Nikola, apparently their person is on bail. Their CEO is on bail. So there are things going on. But at the end of the day, what I'm looking for in these particular plays is kind of similar to AMC. I don't really care where they're going to be in 5 years. You know what I mean? I don't really know. It's not that I don't care. There's a lot of people working at AMC and I hate for them to lose their jobs or whatever, but realistically, in my current financial goals, I'm looking for short-term plays that have a potential for some kind of crazy, volatile explosion move where I'm going to, double, triple my money. That's what I'm looking for. Or in some cases, 5,000 times more money. And in the case of AMC. So those are the kind of plays I'm looking for. And with this kind of, and that's why I'm looking at these Nikola, Workhorse. They're risky, but they haven't moved yet, and I think they're in position to move. I did pull up Nikola over here because, as you know, we can take a look at the trading signals, right? And so let's see. Is it gonna load? There we go. All right, so we can look at alpha trading signals for something like Nikola, and we can see if there's a short squeeze indicator, stuff like that. That's what these S's are. And there was a short squeeze indicator on, this is May 28th, and kind of like moved a little bit. So I'm not sure if that's exhausted or how that actually works. But as you can see, sometimes it like pulls it at the very top and it just like kind of ends or whatever. Just, you know, it's kind of, it tries its best. It's some kind of algorithm system that it just does it by itself. So, you know, there's nothing really here, but I feel like, I don't know, there's just something, I like the numbers that I'm seeing with the short numbers, and that's why I'm going to play it. All right. So let's talk about good old support. Support is some weird stuff is going on. So from what I've gathered so far, I've been trying to gather information. I appreciate the help that I've received from the chat, Diane, the people on Reddit. Thank everybody. And so what's going on currently is it seems like they've had a merger. So they merged with GREE. Okay. Greenwich Generation Holdings. Currently, there's no information in Ortex with this. Hey, what's up, Lamb? There's no information in Ortex with this data, right? And this data just isn't filled yet. Maybe it'll be filled tomorrow. Maybe it won't be filled. Maybe it'll take a week or a month. I really don't know when it'll be filled, or if it is still a heavily shorted stock. And we'll go into what that is. So Starfish is saying 0.115 GREE for every share of support, right? So now my question is, let's say I had options, like, are my options going to transfer in? Do they exercise my options whenever they did the merger? Am I going to, did I lose my money? Did I exercise my option? Am I going to get my money back? I did notice actually that it did transfer to GREE in my Fidelity account. My support options contracts turn into GREE in my Fidelity account, but I can't do anything with it yet. I can't trade it. I can't sell. I can't do anything with it. So I don't know what's going to happen with that at all. No clue. So yeah. So let's talk about some of the things going on with, again, this is something I found, like this person right here, this is on the support, and there's a whole subreddit for support. If you want to go to it, it's SPRT is the, /r/SPRT is the URL. And we can see here, I mean, this freaking poor person had 35K, and after whatever the heck happened, it turned into 5K. This person, and let's go to the comments. I mean, and I'm not trying to show anybody. I'm just going through. I'm kind of learning with it, learning with you guys as what the heck is going on in here, because it seems like a huge blunder. Somebody really, really, really messed up, and yeah. So this person right here says, seriously, I'll never touch a stock with a merger again. I should have learned my lesson with Torch/MMAT. Never again. It makes no sense. Basically, merging means bail out right away. This is ridiculous. This just goes, no one here knows anything. Fair enough. I'll give them that. Yep, this is crazy. This is by far the worst investment I've ever made. Literally crushed my portfolio between shares, and I have calls. Yeah. Yeah. People are upset. People are trampling on each other. So this is a lot of actually comments that I've seen on here. We're gonna figure this out. So because it says, it's clear to me GREE intentionally rushed, whether it's intentional or not, it seems like it was rushed, the merger to sabotage a support squeeze since it wasn't deemed to be in their financial interest. Okay. And then we can see over here, so that's what they're saying here. Okay, so let's go to the next one. So this is a another link. What's this? Okay, this is something else. Okay, so I think this is the one Diane sent to me, and it kind of goes into like what's going on and talks about the fractional shares and yada yada. I haven't been able to read through this, so I'll kind of breeze over this one. But here we go. So this person says, here's what I can tell you, not at my normal computer. Brokers didn't finish the merger with the lack of time they had. There are serious problems everywhere. This is a huge mess from Greenwich slash support, GRE slash SPRT, rushing the merger before it squeezed. There will be multiple lawsuits. Okay. And it seems like everyone here is shouting lawsuits. I'm not sure if they have any legitimacy with their lawsuits or if they don't have any legitimacy with their lawsuits, but it's super interesting. They say, yes, it's okay to trade. Let's see if there's anything here. Why don't they halt the stock until everything's okay? This is crazy. Yeah, see, people are just obviously up in arms. I'm up in arms, you know, but I don't know. I don't know if there's anything we can do about it. This person here on StockTwits said GREE. So just called the law firm Carmel. This law firm, based in NYC about this craziness. The attorney I spoke with told me they were getting inundated with calls about GREE slash SPRT, and he took down my contact info. He also asked me to spread the word that they're now looking into it, and this may take a few days. There's shadiness going on. They will also need a few days to investigate this. But you know, keep in mind with this stuff, as much as I want to call and say, hey, like, you know, they screwed me over too. Like, I can't. What are they going to do? Like, what are they going to do? And so, you know, and this person, this is my same thought process right here, right? This is my same exact thought process. If a class action, so let's say there is a class action lawsuit, right? The firm typically foots the litigation fees and blah, blah, blah. In return for a share, I guess, you know, maybe 25-30% covered. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like. I think these guys are just trying to, like, you know, get paid and stuff. Carmel and you know, this whole law firm. And this is all my personal opinion. I really don't know, but it seems like, you know, anyone will try to sue anyone for anything these days. There's a lot of money to be made there, and even if they settle, you can still make a lot of money. You can still make a lot of money. Okay. And I think that's what's happening here. People are upset. They want to sue them, even if they recoup, you know, 25-30% of their losses. Maybe that's what they're trying to get, but it's definitely, pretty rough. It's definitely pretty rough with what's going on. You know, I'm going to continue to watch it and stuff, but for now, I guess I have to chalk it up as a loss because I don't know. And then the final thing that we'll talk about this, and then we'll kind of move on and I'll try to lick my wounds here. So this person says, this is not financial advice, just my opinion based on what we've observed. Most brokers have not finalized the conversion and don't have GREE shares, right? And this is what I noticed, especially at the beginning of the day. All day I didn't have shares of my GREE until, well, I still don't even have the shares of GRE. I'm in Fidelity, and it's still like my options contract from support is still in limbo. Like, there's nothing going on there. Very few people can trade GREE. The current price is not a reflection of the overall trade, so let's be patient over the next few days. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be patient because, number one, I don't have a choice. Number two, you know, I guess I'm just going to be out all the money. So I don't know what's going to happen. And so number four, I'm going to read number four, and then I'm going to go to a comment that is already in here. Okay. The final data and analysis of shares, including the short interest, not available yet. So this may not be true. They said, remember, shorts must cover. And then down here, it says number four is incorrect. I called TD Ameritrade on Monday, straight from the horse's mouth. Positions carry over like short positions carry over like long positions. I asked about naked shorts. They said, in theory, they shouldn't exist. However, brokers are not going to to sift through short positions to determine the origins of borrowed shares. This is up to the hedgies and market maker and SEC to follow, which they clearly are not. My theory is that even naked shorts could carry over should they want them to, and I think we're seeing examples in this in the price today. This is a great learning experience for everyone involved. We will see this coming next time and know what to expect. A lot of people on this subreddit, by the way, seem to understand that it's kind of a lost cause, like that's just done, which kind of sucks for me because I have so much hope. But let's continue going. We have already lost, and we only realize loss when selling. Lost a lot, and we only realize, I don't know if they're trying to be bullish or bearish at that point. Bitcoin companies. Anyways, all right, so that's what's going on here. Looking rough. I did have a few people who were talking about stocks that they wanted to see. Let me see if I can go through those stocks, and we'll talk about that. First one was, let's look at the tops for the day, and then we'll pick some of these stocks. Dice. Oh, is that Dice like recruiting? Therapeutics, Corey. Dice Therapeutics. Looks like some kind of IPO, so that's usually why you see those crazy kinds of moves. Let's see if there's anything in here that I recognize. Blue Apron. IRNT. I think that's one that someone talked about. They spoke about. They wanted to see. Luke says IRNT puts. Okay, so let's get that one pulled up. Or we'll look at that one after we look at the losers. Yep, sure enough, GREE, top loser of the day. Doesn't feel good. Hut 8 Mining. Interesting. This is one that I've been following for a while. This is a penny stock that I think they claim to be the most efficient Bitcoin miners, and very interesting. All right, top gainers. Let's go ahead and go over to IRNT, which, who said that? Luke says, I'm serious about those IRNT puts. Just got confirmed. All right. So let's put this on the 6 months, see what's going on over here. Holy baloney. Man, they're up 37% today, 25% in the after hours. Hope you can get your puts just yet, my friend, because this stock is still moving. I don't know what's going on with this stock. Let's take a look at the can you trade options? While this loads, I'm going to pull up IRNT in here and see if it's a heavily shorted stock or what the heck is going on here. Looks like it is a heavily shorted stock. We'll take a look at the utilization. It's been, see how it goes up and down. It's so volatile around here, but more recently it has been around 100. Dipped down for a little bit, right down to 77, but it's back at 100. Shares on loan is not even high, so maybe this is not a heavily shorted. Well, short interest is at an all-time high. This is so interesting. What is going on with this stock? What is the shares on loan like? Shares on loan is not as high as it had been. It's been at almost at 2 million before. It's at 500,000. So, man, some crazy moves for this stock though. Why are my options not loading? Here we go, loaded. So you said you want to do some puts. Let's see, you did some puts for Friday. Because you think it's going to drop back down to, is this the right stock? IRNT. It's at $32. Okay, here we go, $32. All right, that makes sense. Ooh, break even $27, even if you buy all the way for Friday. Yeah, that's rough. I don't know. I can't do puts. Too hard for me. Lots of GRE tiers today. I missed that. My goodness, this hurts. Lamb says, anyone interested in HNST now that it recently dropped and down 24%, but still hopeful? Man, I hope that prints. Angelina, hello, my TA friends. Hello, hello. Sergeant says, everything is a short play these days. Sergeant, you know, there are a lot of plays that actually are short. I do try to distinguish what I think is a short play and what isn't a short play. I do try to distinguish what's a short play and what's not a short play. We had looked at some stocks before previously that wasn't a short play, and you know, I was happy to take a look at it. I think it was Apple or something, just to kind of compare what is short, what's not short, right? Is it APL? AAPL, whoops. And so you can see an example of what a not heavily shorted stock looks like, right? We can see here the shares on loan are, you know, just relatively low. But if you look at the utilization is all the way down, it's at 0.01, you know, so they're not utilizing a lot of the shares to short, right? Is how you can think about it. And the short interest is like 0.5. It's kind of hard to look at the graph, but it's at 0.5%. You know, nothing going on here. It's very clear. You can see that this thing is not heavily shorted. It's not going nowhere. Velocity says, can you let me go back over here so I can pull this up for people, or I'll leave this up on AMC on the 1 day and we can look at the after hours here. Great. And can you trade GREE but not trade them if you need your support shares converted? Velocity, I don't know what's happening with GREE. It looks like you're not supposed to be able to trade them until Friday. Somebody jumped the gun. I can't touch my GREE shares, so I don't even know. 495% to borrow on Webull on IRNT. Jeez. BBIG feels disappointing. I don't think BBIG feels disappointing. I'm still currently holding my position. Here's the deal: has it moved in the last, you know, few days? No, but it's primed and ready to move, right? I think it is ready to go. You know, any day now you could wake up and it's up 50%, right? I think that it's very possible that ATER, BBIG, and the other plays that I'm in that, you know, aren't necessarily super popular right now, such as, you know, Workhorse and potentially Corsair and Nikola. I think those could move at any moment. You know, support up was obviously part of that list, but now, I mean, oh my gosh, just the pain. Trappin says, IRNT, is this play gonna dump or in the AM or keep the uptrend? You know, typically what I found is whenever a stock has this kind of crazy run, it drops. Look at it previously, right? In the morning, right? In the after hours it ran, and in the pre-market it just tanked, completely tanked, right? And we can see over here, oh gosh, Ariana, I understand. I didn't lose that much, but I lost like a quarter of that. But oh my gosh, yeah. So I don't know what's gonna happen, Ariana, but it is not feeling good. Not feeling good at all. So yeah, whenever stock typically runs up like this, I mean, it can definitely drop, right? Question is, how much is it actually going to drop? Is it going to bounce over here at $31? And so if you get an option, you know, just out of the money, I guess it's at $44 now, right? So technically, if you were to get something options, so it's currently at $44. So if you get it for Friday, if you get a put at 40, I don't know what it's going to cost you and stuff, because it's in the after hours right now and you can't really get options here. But you know, this could be hard to say. But it's very possible that you'll see a harsh retracement on this, like you saw last time, right? This is huge. If you do a Fibonacci retracement, we'll do it from the bottom of the run right here to the top. And oh my gosh, it's not gonna let me click it, dude. This is honestly so disappointing. About right there, you could say, you see it went down. I mean, the retracement is just unbelievable. And I wouldn't be surprised if you saw something similar this time, but you never really know. Yes, I was in the money yesterday. Robinhood rep said the share price would have to hit 176 by 10:15, $176, and then it's at, oh my gosh, it was at 103. Yikes. Oh no. Oh, I'm so concerned. Lamb says, I used to check my retirement account daily. Now I only try to look but weekly. I try not to look at my retirement account at all, especially on these volatile days, or even when it's too high. I don't want to get too excited, but yeah, whenever that stuff happens, I mean, it definitely doesn't feel good. And that's that. I think that's everything I want. Oh, quadruple witching day is Friday. Oh, that's exciting. Last quadruple witching I streamed all day and nothing happened. It was very, very boring. So I don't think I'll be doing that again, but good stuff. Trapping, hey, no problem. Hopefully that helps you a little bit. But I'm gonna go ahead and call it there, guys. That's everything I wanted to go over. I don't want to just keep talking in circles or anything. We'll continue to follow, you know, GREE, these stocks, see what's going on. I'm hoping that we'll see some kind of movement soon. It's getting kind of flat, so I'm hoping we'll see some kind of movement coming very soon, wherever it comes from. But I'm gonna call it there. Like I said, you guys have a fantastic night. We'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.